Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cupid Parasite, continuing Berenice's route, and we're back in Parasite House with, well, Bomber Waffle this time, but basically Bomber Chorizo, but not younger twin brother. Sure. Is it really his younger twin brother? I mean, I'm assuming they were like, we'll use the same sprite and we gotta use the same personality, but we gotta change his name, and like, whatever, but still. You know, close enough. It's okay. It's aight. We got a bomber food guy back. So anyway. And that was how President Shelby was misunderstood. What a spicy turn of events. And that's definitely tough to reveal after all that. I get how you feel. I couldn't express my feelings for her, and look where I am now. Yeah, I totally get it too. I broke a decoration in a ruin once and couldn't tell anyone. Wait, was that really okay? You know, I couldn't care less about whether you were married or not. Same here. Everyone should just relax a bit. And when Alan says that, I feel like he means something different. The program continued on in this lighthearted manner. After some time, Berenice made his official appearance on the show. Next up, our fortune-telling segment. Let's welcome Berenice to read everyone's fortunes. Let's find out if anyone here has a destined partner. Berenice, take it away. And now then, allow me to look at your destinies through the center of this donut. And this donut is from Mal Donuts. To celebrate the show, fortune donuts are on sale. I hope everyone checks them out. Berenice stiffly read from the cue card as he tried to promote the donuts. Then he turned back to the group. Now let me see who your destined partners are through this donut. My destined partner? You're probably gonna get lovelorn again. Alan, you're probably just sharing someone again. Share? No, it's actually quite the opposite. Huh? Oh, really? What about me? Is there someone destined for me? Your destined partner... My destined partner is... Unfortunately, there's no one specific for you. There isn't? I don't know why Berenice throwing shade at Gil is funny as fuck, but it is. Yes, I can see someone faintly, but she's already far away. So you mean it's too late? In simple terms, yes. Oh, no. There goes Gil. Oh, sorry, he's not laughing at him. Ah! Gil, are you okay? He's not breathing. Hey, snap out of it. Is someone call an ambulance? Maybe in my next life. Gil, pull yourself together! Ugh, you're so dumb. That's what happens when you take fortune-telling too seriously. Ryuki, don't you believe in this? Oh, you seem okay now. Because I have to deny it or I can't continue living. Sadly, destiny is set and can't be altered. No, I can change it. It might take hard work, but I'll show you that destiny can be changed. What about me? What does my destiny say? Let me see. Oh, no luck for Raoul either. That's strange. I see the same person. Hold on. Does that mean Gil and I share the same destined partner? Oh, this is man-harem-y right now. I love this. I'd rather not specify as it might cause a dispute. There's something puzzling about this. What does he mean? I don't mind sharing the same person with Gil. Raoul's a bit of a whore. Well, we already know that. Hey, we think alike. Wait a second. So I'm left alone while Raoul finds his partner? Regrettably, it seems he won't end up with this person either. Maybe it's still early for me to understand love then. Look, they're all taking this so well. Well, maybe it's better for Raoul's fans that way. How about Ryuki? All I see for him is constant work. And marriage? I don't see a marriage in his destiny. Well, I'll let my grandmother know. She'll have to accept it. No one has had good news so far. This was meant to be a reading for their matchmaking, but so far we'd only heard about unrequited love or work. Suppose they end up with their destined partners. What does the future look like? Let's see. It's still faint, but if they fall in love, I see new paths opening up. What about me? What if I end up with my destined partner? You'll fly. Quite literally. Because, obviously he's telling you, Marinese is telling you what would happen in their routes in the main game. So, because this was, you know what I mean? So, Bumblepig. Fly? Wow, Gil, are you some sort of deity? Not at all. But the girl I love was so cute I thought she was an angel. We kind of were, right? When you say flying, don't you mean by airplane or rocket? No, the way he's flying is neither of those. And then an alien abduction? Abduction? You know when a spaceship beams you up like the cows in the movies? So I'm gonna be kidnapped by aliens? It suits you. Abduction. No one's ever told me that. If that's what's going to happen, it's probably better that you don't end up with that girl. If being with her means flying, I'm ready. Love's worth it. So will I fly too? I'm more like an adventure underground, and I see you fighting without any clothes on. That happened in his route, I believe. Pretty sure he got naked, and we were in a cave, and wasn't he naked? Yeah. Can that be pankration? Maybe he's seeing a future of him appearing in a new movie or something. Don't tell me this whole flying and adventuring things mean none of us here can get married. No, that can't be. Mr. Snail! Can you do a reading on Mr. Snail? How's my destiny? Will I get married? Let's see. The atmosphere grew tense. He was being promoted as a president using his matchmaking service, so we all hoped for marriage in his future. It seems that marriage will be a challenge for you. I only see work in your future. Work again? I understand. Just work, huh? Well, I mean, it's because I'm going to fall in love with Marinese. And it looks like you'll suffer quite a bit through your work. I see. And that makes sense. This is so depressing. I'm still very inexperienced. Maybe it's best I focus on work. But President, don't worry. I'm sure you'll find someone special. Right. In another world, you might fall in love dramatically and have a joyful marriage. Don't say in another world. I'll work hard as his advisor so he can marry in this world. But I've been a burden to the other members. I think I should help others find meaningful connections as a Cupid. As a Cupid? He continued in this manner, going into a short speech befitting a young president and founder of Cupid Corps. Unfortunately, I love my work. That's why, instead of matchmaking for myself, I'll prioritize my job. I'll dedicate myself entirely to serving others, rather than seeking something for me. You'd think that would sound good. People are like, oh my god, he was lying about being married. Yeah, but, think of all the successful marriages that he's put together as someone not wow, Please continue to support Cupid Corporation. And then going into that, you know what? Instead of looking for marriage for me and focusing on myself, I should be focusing on the people who come to me and all of our advisors for help. It's not about me, it's about all of you. He flipped that around pretty well. He's given up on marriage. President Shelby smiled and bowed deeply to a backdrop of cheers. Hey, not everybody needs to get married, okay? Bravo! President, you're awesome! It's too bad the marriage might not be in the cards for you, but we're here for you! Mr. Duff from the ad agency looked nervous from behind the cameras, But perhaps this was better for the president. President Shelby was the kind of person who was all work and no play. The whole matchmaking process wasn't enjoyable for him. People had their strengths and weaknesses. If he didn't crave romance, I didn't want him to push himself. I found it sad as Cupid, but choosing a life without love was a valid choice for some. There you go. See? The game is like, whoa, well, it works for some people. Good for you, game. Validate our loneliness. I just don't go out. And I'm perfectly fine by myself, to be fair. I'll continue to work diligently, hoping to spread the happiness of matchmaking to as many people as possible. From your first encounter to your final vows, we advisors hope to help everyone who desires it. Me too. I won't give up. Hey, same here. I want to try new things. That wasn't exactly Ryuki's voice, but it's fine. Same. I want to master pankration. Everyone seemed inspired to set new goals after hearing their fortunes. Oh, this can't be. Marinese looked through his donut, murmuring in astonishment. He never looked at Raoul. The program was wrapping up. Following the ads for Mao Donuts and Cupid Core, the show ended. He never did Raoul. Bouquet and determination. Look at how beautiful this motherfucker is. Look at those gorgeous, beautiful... You can't look at them anymore because the thing goes by fast. And the next day... I'm sorry, Miss Muir. Can I ask you to do the orientation for the new member in the meeting room? Sure, I'm on my way. Thanks to the show, there was a significant increase in new members. The advisor department was swamped. But I'm thrilled we have more members. It even trended on social media. What a great idea. What a great idea I had. You know what I mean? Comments were along the lines of, I love how helpless President Shelby looked, or adorable how he thinks he can't get married. If we kept acquiring new members and successfully matched them, Cupid Core's reputation would recover. The days flew by in a whirlwind of work. One morning, I arrived at work to find Berenice waiting anxiously. Berenice, we didn't have a meeting scheduled today, did we? We have a problem. Destiny has changed. Destiny changed? Yes. Actually, there was a slight shift at the end of that program, so I've been worried, and I've been checking the president's destiny every single day from here. I wondered why he hadn't scheduled a meeting recently, so that's what he's been doing. And little by little, the destiny started changing daily. The destiny I saw of the company going bankrupt completely vanished. Really? The destiny of the company going bankrupt vanished, which meant that the danger had passed. I've never seen a destiny change even once before. And no matter how hard someone tried, they couldn't avoid it. But this time destiny changed, probably because of you. Me? I still can't see your destiny, but you worked on changing it. You proposed that program and connected the destinies of me and Mao Donuts, destinies that wouldn't typically mingle. When I first saw the destinies, the project plan for that program didn't exist. I believe you changed fate. I'm just concerned about the music in the background because it's got lyrics, so hopefully it's quiet enough that you can't really hear it. But Berenice smiled gently and held my hand. Oh, there it goes. It stopped. Good. I want to be with you even more now. Would you like to date? Oh, is he blushing? Real blushing? Is there real blush? Not just the little hash mark blush? Real blush. Oh. Huh? Date? The warning the other advisors gave replayed in my mind. As I hesitated to respond, Berenice moved closer. Would you, if I was no longer a member? Huh? Well, I'm sorry if I upset you. Forget about it. Oh, I look so sad. There's something I need to verify. I need to talk to Robin. I'll contact you later. Berenice smiled gently again, let go of my hand, and then he left. What was that? There was a lot to process, but he said he'd reach out again. I'd just have to wait for that. The even bigger news was the company wasn't going bankrupt anymore. Thank goodness it's not going bankrupt. But did fate only change because I'm a god? Gee! G looked at me, tilting his head. Berenice was so shocked. If he'd never seen this as a fortune teller, it must have been serious. Anyway, I'm relieved. I was starting to wonder what I'd do if the company went out before I got promoted. The danger was over. All that remained was for me to get promoted. As always, I had back-to-back meetings with many members. I walked briskly into the office, ready to work hard on matchmaking. But once I was in the office, there were more surprises. Due to the project proposal for the show and my record number of successful marriages, I was informed at last of my promotion. Congratulations! You are the chief bridal advisor now. I'm thrilled for you. Clarice, thank you. When I got home, Clarice was there ready to celebrate. I washed my hands and sat down at the table. Looking at the champagne and appetizers lined up on the table brought a smile to my face. Let's have a toast. Yeah, cheers. Gee! G darted around, snatching bits of food now and then. Do you realize how amazing this is? You reached the top in just 2 years after being hired. I think you're the first ever to do that. Seems like it. I've achieved my goal. I held up the piece of paper that appointed me as the chief bridal advisor. Now no one can doubt that I'm the top advisor at Cupid Corps. #1! Cupid Corps' business performance had grown significantly. It was now the industry leader. Because of that, I believe we could consider them the #1 Cupid in the human realm, which meant I won my bet with Dad. You really did well. You've talked about being the top bridal advisor ever since we were in college, but you actually did it. I can leave the company whenever I want now. Wait, you're thinking of quitting? Because I achieved my goal. Hold it right there. Why would you toss away your career like that? You always have the weirdest ideas. What about the members you oversee? And Berenice? What about him? About that... I'm canceling my membership. I'll reduce the marriage rates if I stay. I showed Clarice the message I received. It only said, I'm canceling my membership. I'll reduce the marriage rates if I stay. Quitting? Why so suddenly? And if he's reducing marriage rates, did he never plan to marry in the first place? I'm not sure. He said he'd discuss the details when we meet next. Huh. So you're meeting him again? Yeah, I wanted to thank him for joining One Night Party Parasite House. He invited me to Mal Donuts, but then he mentioned he'd be quitting the membership. Is he quitting because he can't pursue her while being a member? He always seems to be hitting on her from what I've seen. Whatever, just go and ask him why he's quitting. Better if it takes all night, right? I doubt it'll take that long. Listen, you can't let a guy that good-looking just walk away. Another girl will snatch him up. Haven't you ever thought of kissing him? Really, Clarice? You always go there. I'm just concerned. You've never seemed to fall in love. I know you've never had your first kiss or been intimate with anyone. Maybe, but you shouldn't miss out on these experiences. You should try it at least once. Clarice, I believe people should only do those things when they're deeply in love. Who says? Nowadays, any man left alone with a woman tries to make a move. She looks really excited about this fact. That's quite an assumption. That never happened in Parasite House. That's the surprising part for me. Do they even qualify as men? Come on, that's just being normal. Clarice had a skewed perception of men. It was obviously a side effect of her frequent one-night stands, but it's also because isn't she like an incubus or something like that? You know what I mean? She's similar to, if I remember correctly, or unless they consider her a succubus because she's a female. You know what I mean? But like, whatever. Like, similar to Alan, you know. While Clarice was popular among men, she never committed to one person, always moving on to the next. I have a hunch about this Berenice guy. I bet he's quite skilled, if you catch my drift. Why would you even think that? Because he has long fingers. Look at her licking her... Girl. Clarice! Clarice and I continued chatting candidly, as we always did. I hope Clarice finds her soulmate before I go back to Celestia. But even if I decide to leave the company, I must convince Dad I've achieved my goal. I don't want him changing his mind later. I need to call Auntie. My aunt, Lady Minerva, was a great help when I descended from Celestia to the human realm. First, I had to send her an update. My next plan was to go back to Celestia and shove my promotion in Dad's face. Those were my thoughts as I enjoyed the meal Clarice made. This dinner after getting promoted felt tastier than usual. On my next day off, now that he was no longer a member, Berenice and I were meeting up at Mao Donuts. I waited without ordering and soon spotted Berenice approaching from outside. Oh, wait, we get another CG. He did bring us a bouquet, and now he's kissing our hand. How adorable. She's like, what the hell is happening? Oh. Congratulations on your promotion. Oh, I was handed a large bouquet. We kind of knew a bouquet was coming. It said that in the title. Wow, they're beautiful. But how did you know about the promotion? I haven't mentioned it to you yet. I told you right. I've been looking at President Shelby's destiny every day. Huh? So you knew I'd be promoted that morning? Yes. The accuracy of Berenice's fortune-telling amazed me yet again. I'm glad that destiny didn't change. Seriously. Thank you for the flowers. I accepted the bouquet with both hands, taking in its sweet, comforting fragrance. I wish you a wonderful destiny in the future, too. After giving me the bouquet, Berenice kissed the back of my hand and smiled softly. His action struck me as elegant and refined. If he'd acted this way at the matchmaking parties, he could have easily found someone to marry. That thought crossed through my mind, but I quickly dismissed it. Berenice, the destiny parasite, had attended those parties, searching for someone whose destiny remained unseen to him. He never found such a person. My inability to find that perfect match for him felt like my personal failure as Cupid. I think when I return to Celestia, I'll search for Berenice's destined partner using the Cupid's arrow. Doing so, I believed I could find his perfect match. As I gazed up at the sky, lost in thought, I heard Robin's voice. Ah, welcome. And this seat over there is reserved for you. Thank you so much. Oh, I knew it. You're Berenice's date again today. You knew? Never mind. I'll bring your donuts in a bit. Robin gestured for us to follow as we headed to a corner of the shop. Huh. Wait, aren't we supposed to order first before sitting? He arranged this little date. Curious about which donuts I might choose, I glanced at the display case. That was when I noticed a stand advertising fortune donuts. Is that part of the cross-promotion? Yes, I heard sales skyrocketed thanks to you. That's a relief. I suppose everyone enjoys a glimpse of their future. These fortune donuts weren't magical. Each packaged donuts contained a card revealing a fortune, like fortune cookies, but I should have figured when they said fortune donuts. That's fucking adorable. I love it. In other words, they were basically fortune cookies, but with donuts. I love that. Yes, they were all pre-printed, meaning we couldn't offer personalized readings, but I've heard they're pretty accurate. It's so mysterious. It is, isn't it? Though Berenice wasn't personally doing the readings, these donuts became popular because of their perceived accuracy. Perhaps collaborating with Berenice lends them some special charm. I found myself staring at Berenice's face. He was just a regular human. I couldn't sense any divine essence within him. Still, his readings are eerily accurate. Everyone he read for at the matchmaking events experienced exactly what he predicted. Thank you for your patience. Thank you, Robin. Before us was a cake made from donuts. Oh my god, a whole donut cake. Look at that! It's adorable! It's so cute! And it has it's basically a donut tower, but whatever. Still same difference in little congratulations and the heart pics. That's adorable. I asked Robin to make this to celebrate your promotion. I'm so pleased you like it. It's the first time Berenice has asked for donuts to celebrate something. I may have gone a little overboard. Well, today's a special day, so just relax and enjoy. Robin winked and returned to assisting other customers. Thank you so much, Berenice. It's nothing. I've always wanted to have a casual talk with you. Then let's eat. Yes. Gee! The three of us toasted with the donuts and began eating without hesitation. Gee! Munch, munch, gee! Gee seemed to enjoy the feast laid out before him. These donuts are so good! It was no wonder Berenice bought these every day. I couldn't get tired of them, no matter how many I ate. I'm glad to see both you and Chi enjoying them. You were even thinking about Chi. Of course, I had to consider my new mysterious little friend. Chi was typically reserved, but the food had clearly lifted his spirits. My bird is very much like Chi, with you give him food and he's your best friend. He's going to try to steal your food and make you his best friend, whether you want him to or not, but food is the way to his little heart. Berenice watched Chi eat with delight. I wondered deeply about what would make you happy. Oh, really? Yes, and so I talked about it with Robin. He's quite good at giving advice about romantic matters. His mention of romantic matters made me pause, and I remembered Clarice's words. The stuff about spending the night, kissing, and having good technique. Calm down! Forget about what Clarice said! If it's not too personal, can I ask why you ended your membership? Pushing those thoughts aside, I voiced my question. Berenice responded with a gentle smile. I also chose to take control of my destiny. Simply drifting along the flow of fate doesn't necessarily foster growth in relationships, right? Gee! So, Spacey, I'm no longer a member now. Perhaps we can interact on more familiar terms. Even I could tell something was up. A flurry of my coworkers' warnings played in my mind again. Berenice. Grrr. Then suddenly I heard this inexplicable growl. At first I thought it was someone's stomach, an ache from overeating donuts, but I realized it was a voice I recognized. Is it Chi? Grrr. This voice. Is it? Oh. It's Daddy. They were supposed to interfere. Why isn't it working? Dad? Chi? As I suspected, my father stood there in his divine form, unseen by the others. My sudden outburst startled Chi, who darted under the chair for refuge. Simultaneously, Berenice looked on, perplexed. Dad? Is that your father? Berenice looked at a man with sunglasses standing near Dad, whom I didn't recognize. No, that's not my father. Ah, Cupid! Well, Could it be that there's someone there who's like Chi? He squinted and stared in the direction of my gaze. When he couldn't see Dad, he gave up and grabbed a donut instead. Pretty amazing. Berenice looked through the donut hole to view the man in the sunglasses. He gasped after catching a glimpse. Spacey. That man with the sunglasses is the main culprit who tried to ruin Cupid Core's reputation. Huh? Huh? What? How did he find out? Is that true? Instead of Dad answering my question, Berenice did. Yes, it seems he's the one who leaked the news about President Shelby being single. That's actually funny that our dad tried to fucking intervene. He's apparently heading to sell another scandalous story to a magazine. This is bad! He's found out! I need to lead him away from here quickly! I see. I was suspicious when the news about the president being single suddenly came out. It was all Dad's fault. God was behind all of this. My guess was that he did it to try and get in my way. Noticing Dad's nervousness made me boil. I abruptly stood from my seat. I needed to confront Dad and uncover the truth. Berenice, excuse me for a moment. Huh? It's dangerous to go alone. Are you going to tell me to take this and hand me a donut? Because I'll die. Huh? What? She left by herself. I assumed she'd confront him. What's her plan?
Ouch! Cupid, don't yank my ear!
I grabbed Dad's ear and pulled him out of the shop. At last, Dad morphed into a form visible to humans. But his appearance was still that of a god, so of course he stood out like a sore thumb in Lost York. He just looks like he's cosplaying. But I couldn't worry about that. I faced Dad with a piercing glare. Dad, why are you here in the human realm? Who is that man?
Calm down, Cupid. Let me explain.
You manipulated that human to bring down Cupid Core. How will you justify that? You were probably trying to make me fail so I'd go back to Celestia.
Wait, that's, Anyway, just stop imitating these humans and remember you're a god and...
What's wrong with imitating humans?
I've said it before. Humans require the god's guidance.
Too bad for you. I already won our bet. Dad, let go of your outdated ideas.
Won the bet? So you...
Yes, I've been promoted. As promised, I'm number 1 in the human realm. I pulled out the document I had meant to show Marinese earlier, flinging the paper detailing my promotion at Dad.
This is unbelievable. You really did it?
Yes, it's genuine. Admit your defeat, Dad. Dad's shoulders quivered as he scanned the paper. To my surprise, he began to weep.
I did this because you left, Cupid.
Huh?
I hoped you'd return soon, but you stayed away for years. And you seem to enjoy life here. I felt alone. I wanted to bring you back, but Venus was against it. She told me not to interfere with our daughter and got mad at me. That just made me more stubborn and... Cupid!
Seeing Dad cry with his imposing physique made all the passers-by stare. What's going on? Looks pretty intense, but it's just a dad-daughter argument, right?
Could it be a movie filming or something?
This is so embarrassing. Dad, everyone is staring.
I don't care about the humans. Cupid, I only care if you're coming back home.
I tried to calm Dad down, but he kept crying. It was bizarre to see a god who would live for millennia throwing such a tantrum. It's kind of funny and adorable. I love it.
Ugh, Cupid, why did you leave me and run from home?
Oh, Dad. So you admit I was right and you were wrong? That humans don't necessarily need the gods to guide them?
Yes, I admit it. I'm sorry. Please come back home.
It was surreal realizing this emotional figure was the god of war, Mars, revered in the human realm. He always gets this emotional when he argues with Mom. So you promise not to bother Cupid Corp anymore? I just said Corp, not Core.
I promise.
Honest? You're sure you're sorry?
Absolutely. I was starting to accept your methods because of your successes.
Huh? Really?
Yes. I just didn't like how you outright rejected the ways of the ancient gods. It made me more stubborn. But I, Mars, do reflect on my errors. I promise I won't interfere anymore. Please come back, Cupid.
Fine. I was going to go back to Celestia after I got promoted and show you up anyway.
Really, Cupid?
Only if you sincerely apologize and restore everyone you manipulated. And stop causing trouble.
I will, I promise. Wait, I need to halt the printing. Hey, follow me.
Dad grabbed the man in sunglasses and disappeared. The print. So that's the damaging article they were planning. Despite being a god of war, his tactics were so immature. But he finally showed remorse. He promised to rethink his ways. Sorry, bad timing. Did you catch all that? No, I was watching that guy in sunglasses. He suddenly left, so I tried to follow him. I feared for your company if he got away. It's okay. I think I've cornered the real mastermind, so destiny should have shifted. The mastermind? More like the god behind this. Dad, Mom, Lady Minerva, and the other 12 Olympians could influence human minds. They could exploit vulnerabilities and manipulate them. That person probably had a pre-existing grudge against Cupid Core, making it easier for Dad to use him. But Dad pledged to reflect and end his interference. Destiny changed? Again? It should have. Everything will be all right. But how? Berenice lifted a donut to observe me, as usual. But he couldn't see my fate and sighed, placing the donut back down. You're as mysterious a woman as the day I met you. Why am I unable to see your destiny alone? The reason was my true identity. But the fact that I was the actual Cupid was top secret. Maybe Berenice will understand why if he discovers I'm Cupid. Would he be convinced? But what would he think afterward? Somehow I felt my heart drop in disappointment. If he discovered he couldn't see my destiny because I was a goddess, would he suddenly lose interest in me? Would he feel let down after learning the reason? But hiding the fact that I'm a god and manipulating people makes me just like Dad. But I still didn't want to tell him. I couldn't quite grasp why I felt that way. Wait till he kisses you. The future in the donut. Oh. A few days later, I succeeded in punishing Dad and achieved my goal. For the first time in a while, I took a break and enjoyed a peaceful lunch. I'm so relieved that smear article and Cupid Core never saw the light of day. Dad returned to Celestia, too. Now what's next? Though I'd intended to return to Celestia, Clara's had a point. I just reached my peak. Leaving now would seem like a waste. I don't want to let down the people here, but I am Cupid, so I'll have to return someday. You could just take vacations and go back home. Like, oh, I'm going on vacation, going back home. You know what I mean? Go back home and feel like, to visit your family. You've been gone for years, Dad was feeling lonely, and he mentioned that Mom was concerned about me. Auntie told me that staying too long in the human realm would make me age, which wouldn't be good. She loved the culture of the human realm, but that was the main reason she didn't descend here more often. But I don't have a purpose here anymore. Indeed, I was without a clear purpose, though I wish to continue matchmaking as Cupid. Personally, it does feel like a waste to go home now. But I knew I could always consult Lady Minerva if I ever decided to descend again. Some of my friends suddenly went back to their home countries while studying at Lost York University. I'm pretty much the same scenario. As I reflected on this, taking a bite of my sandwich, I nearly choked. Lady Minerva, adorned in her divine attire, made a grand entrance into the restaurant. Cupid, I've come to see you! I forgot how fucking fabulous this bitch was, even when she was evil and trying to steal our man. Lady Minerva? Her distinctive fashion choices drew everyone's gazes. I mean, this is, like I said, except for, the stomach bearing, she dresses like a crazy person, which is basically how I dress, so I appreciate her. Is this for a movie, or is that a regular outfit? I think it's fashionable. Oh, I think it's fashionable. I never pull it off, though. Kind of jealous. To my surprise, the people of Lost York seemed quite accepting of her looks. Lady Minerva approached and seated herself across from me, ordering a cafe latte with graceful ease. I sure love the human realm. What brings you here? Oh, can't I visit? I do like to come down occasionally. Just kidding. I'm here to celebrate your success, Cupid. I heard you reached your goal. I did. I can return to Celestia with pride. True, that would be ideal, but I have a favor to ask. A favor? It's not the best time for you to return to Celestia. Huh? Really? Cupid, you know how I helped you come here. Jupiter is about to uncover that secret, so I'm trying to cover our tracks. I think Jupiter already fucking knows. Okay. Does she not know that she is Jupiter? What? Really? If possible, I need you to stay in the human realm until things die down a bit. So can you keep your job for the time being? Yeah, my journey here wasn't exactly by the book after all. I thought back to 6 years ago and all the ways Auntie helped me descend to Lost York. Understood, Lady Minerva. I'll enjoy myself a bit more before heading back. She's like, no, girl, you need to stay and get some. Okay, I'll contact you once everything is safe. Oh, did you see Damien Denham's newest film? Auntie and I started talking about movies like we always did. It feels so nostalgic. As we talked about movies, just like our old times in Celestia, my attention wandered to the window. The stylish city of Los York. This was where I first set foot in the human realm, where I'd lived for 6 years. Now that I couldn't return to Celestia for a while, what was my next step? These thoughts occupied my mind as I watched a movie. Later, when I returned home from my day off, I found Clarice already there. I'm home! Clarice, you're back early today. Yeah, actually, I quit Cupid Core. Huh? Clarice, you did? I was the one thinking about quitting, but Clarice went and left herself. Why? I've been wanting to work at Mo Donuts. At Mo Donuts? Or now I said Mao, I'm saying Mo, and it was whatever. Whatever, Mo Mao? Mamo? Malmo Donuts? Meow Meow Donuts? Whatever there are, it doesn't matter. Yep, there's someone at Mo Donuts that I've been interested in. Now I'm saying Mo instead of Mao. Was I saying Mao before? I don't know. Guys, whatever. It is what it is. Whatever I say, it changes on a daily basis, okay? We change the name of the shop as often as we change the donuts, which should be on a daily basis. Huh? Cupid Core was getting kind of boring, so I decided to leave. She was just talking to me about staying on my career path and everything. This turn of events was wholly unexpected. But who is Clarice interested in? This felt a bit different from how she found good men when she went out on her one-night stands. My Cupid heart told me that this could be the start of true love. Lady Minerva did tell me to immerse myself in more experiences. I gathered a wealth of experiences at Cupid Core and had done a lot of matchmaking. Perhaps it was time to focus on matchmaking for my close friends. I like how she went from being like a software engineer to like, I'm gonna go make some fucking donuts because of this man. I'll be on the same shift as him tomorrow. You should drop by. And if you do decide to leave Cupid Core, maybe we can work together. They're understaffed there now. Huh? At Mao Donuts? No, I said Mao. Okay. It's a delightful place, isn't it? Just come by tomorrow. Encouraged by Clarice, are we going to quit our job and work at a donut shop? The next morning, I stopped by Mao Donuts to see Clarice at work and grab breakfast.
Hey, welcome. No Marinice with you today?
Hi, just here to see how Clarice is doing.
Clarice, do you know her?
Yeah, we're roommates.
Oh, really?
As I talked with Robin, Clarice appeared from the kitchen, arms loaded with donuts. Hey, Specy, welcome! You're already hard at work, Clarice. Absolutely. The recommended donut today is chocolate mint. She winked, prompting some whispers among the male customers. She's gonna, cause being like a incubus or whatever, she gonna attract the boy folk. I recalled Clarice's popularity with Cutie's diner customers during our college days. Clarice always was popular. Again, divine. Gee! I picked up Clarice's recommended donut and one that she seemed to want. Sitting down, I checked out the shop. Who's this guy Clarice is so keen on? You idiot, it's Robin! I noticed Clarice glancing over at Robin suggestively. Could Robin be the one she's interested in? I mean, he was the only... When we first walked in here, we were like, there was Robin. It was obvious because he's the only fucking person that's ever worked here, so. The way she looked at him, their easy rapport, it all suggested as much. So Clarice has a thing for friendly types. Gee! Munch, munch. Gee tried to eat my donut, so I slapped his paw and continued to watch Clarice. That's when I noticed someone sit down next to me. What are you looking at? Huh? Marinice! Hello. Marinice smiled gently, holding a box of donuts. He had mentioned before that this was his morning routine. Marinice held and looked through one of those donuts as he smiled. Hello, Chi. Chi! Would you like one? Chi! Chi nodded and Marinice handed him a donut. Chi happily bit down immediately, shoveling the donut into his little mouth. Chi, if you eat too much, you'll gain weight. Chi! It's rare to see you here so early. A friend of mine recently started working here. I thought I'd visit her before heading to the office. Mo Donuts was on 7th Avenue, so I could make it to work just at the right time after finishing my breakfast donut. Before work, you're headed to the office today? You're as hardworking as ever. I really enjoy matchmaking. Lately, I've been wondering about my future. What do you mean by future? I've achieved my goals, so now I'm unsure of my next steps. I've been debating whether to stay with my current job or to leave. Staying at Cupid Core and continuing with matchmaking was an option, or I could team up with Clarice and help her romantic pursuits. I was thinking this over and eating my donut when I saw Berenice's startled reaction. Leave? Yeah, life's short. I've been considering getting different experiences. For example, trying out different jobs might give me a better understanding of humans when I return to Celestia as Cupid. It might also enhance my matchmaking skills by understanding the intricacies of couples disputes. Then, where can I find you next? Huh? I looked up to find Berenice gazing deeply into my eyes. I don't want you to vanish before me. Please tell me of your destiny moving forward. Where do you plan on working next? Huh? I haven't decided. Undecided? Berenice looked so worried as he peered through the donut again. He was still trying to look at my destiny. After a moment, he sighed. I still can't see your fate. If you haven't decided your future, and I still cannot see it, I don't know what to do. You could always just text me. But that doesn't guarantee a set future. I can see the futures of Robin and Shelby. I can tell where they'll be a week from now. But with you, I can't see your future. If you left Cupid Core and changed your mind, I'd have no way of finding you. Right. Berenice waited outside Cupid Core all those days to keep track of the company's destiny, and in a way, mine. And now he's suggesting he needs some kind of connection like that or he won't be able to meet me anymore. Wait. Something about that thought saddened me. He was the first person who could actually see Chi, but his ability to see people's futures left him perpetually isolated. And there I was thinking of leaving him behind to return to Celestia. If we never crossed paths again, what would become of Berenice? Would he continue to live alone? He wouldn't even have someone to share donuts with. Huh? Suddenly he gripped my hand tightly. His fingers were long and thin, yet they felt strong, because they were a man's. But he has man hand. Long, delicate, beautiful fingers, but they're that of a man. Like, look how they always have to point that out in games. I don't want to lose sight of you. Berenice, please don't push me away. I want to... Berenice released my hand abruptly, as if coming to a realization. He shifted his gaze deeper into the shop. What was that? What's gotten into him? I looked around, but there was no one else. The only item of note was a mirror, part of the shop's decor. Could it be... I'm sorry, Spacey. Can you come over here? Huh? Berenice took my hand and led me closer to the mirror, then... Is he going to see who we are through the mirror? He tenderly embraced me from behind, looking through the donut hole. Can he see his own... he can't see looking through the donut, but looking through the donut into the mirror he can see? It's a CG, by the way. I didn't realize... I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. But I like the fact that we're seeing his view. Like, we're not seeing the CG as it, but we are, his eye looking through the donut, seeing our reflections. That's kind of cool. A familiar scent enveloped me. It must have been Berenice's fragrance that I noticed for the first time. His soft hair tickled my cheek, causing me to gasp, yet Berenice kept gazing intently into the mirror. I can see... Do you mean you can see my destiny now? No, it's my destiny. Yours, Berenice? Yes. Until today, I couldn't see my own destiny, even in a mirror. However... I'm sorry, but that's romantic as fuck. Pulls you next to him, looking through the mirror, I can see my destiny now. What? Yeah, you and me. That is a line! I mean, he can actually see the future, but I'm just saying, if somebody did that to you, would you not be like, I'm gonna swoon a little bit. You sound like a crazy person, and that's cheesy as fuck, but I'm a swoon. Alright, I'm gonna give you points for that one. He released me for a moment, only to pull me into another embrace. When I touch you, I can faintly see my own destiny. Really? Yes. But when I let go of you, the vision disappears. When I touch you again, it returns. Why is that? I'm sorry. We know he can see the future, but I'm just saying, take this in reality. Like if somebody was like, wait, I can see my destiny. Wait, come here. I can see my destiny in this mirror. And you're like, I can see us. Yeah. Like, oh my God. Points. And then like, but then if I let you go, I can't. But then every time I hold you, I can see my like, I'm sorry, but that is kind of like romantic as shit. It's cheesy. But like, I'm here for that. Points. I'm just saying, sometimes a little cheese is good. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea either. I mean, he can literally see the future, but but damn, smooth. Could it be due to some connection with my divine powers? Marini's altered between holding and releasing me, trying to understand the phenomenon. He deduced that he could only see his destiny when he was in direct contact with me. What is this place? I see a reddish, rocky terrain and an immense, barren wasteland. Could it be Crunch Canyon? Huh? I was just as confused by the randomness of that landmark location. Why would I visit such a place? You're not sure? No. The visions are much more obscure than when I observe others' destinies. I love the fact that his eyes are like a neon mint green like his donut. All I recognize is the location. I've never visited Crunch Canyon. Why would my fate lead me there? And this is the first time I've seen my own destiny. I don't know what to make of it. Marinese let go of my hand and became lost in thought. He stared at the floor, concern and confusion passing over his face. It struck me that he was afraid, confronted with such an unfamiliar experience. Marinese, are you okay? Huh? It doesn't seem like a dangerous destiny. Maybe you're just traveling somewhere for a vacation. Vacation? Marinese thought long and hard. He put down the donut and gave a vague smile. Yeah, I'll probably be going on a vacation. No, I'm sure I'll go. This is my destiny that I've seen. I want to see what's there for myself. His words were decisive, but Marinese looked more nervous than ever before. But of course he was. Anyone would be anxious when trying something for the first time. I smiled in hopes of trying to help him relax. It's all right, Marinese. I'm sure a wonderful destiny awaits you. You're so... He seemed to relax for just a moment, but quickly returned to a wary, shifty gaze. Marinese hesitated, searching for the right words. I don't know if I should ask you this, but if you'd like, will you come with me? Me? I can't face my own destiny alone. I wouldn't know how to handle what awaits me. You were the one who showed me that view. So, would you come to Crunch Canyon with me? To Crunch Canyon? I wasn't sure when Auntie would inform me it was safe to return. Since I didn't know how long I could stay in the human realm, I wanted to visit places I'd never been to before. Let's go together. Think about shoes. I love that think about shoes! Think about shoes. Let's go together. Don't think about shoes. Oh, save file too. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Future in the donut. Okay. I want to know. Wait a minute. Is this is going to be... Oh no, interesting. Oh, okay. Because you know what I mean? Like that other one, that choice determines we're getting that other end. And I was like, so we're going to have like an option down here that determines, but no, okay. So we're going to start here, and choices now that we're making are going to start where that last choice, depending on what we make, probably in all these, this last choice is going to be when we split. Okay. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Do you need to go? Hold on. We're almost done, but I will get you to your spot for a second. Give me a minute. Give me a second. I know, you're getting a little fidgety and it's almost time. Thank you. Okay. Good boy. I can't see you. I didn't. Thank you. I was like, I didn't get the headset wrapped the correct way around our cushion. that our computer sits on. So anyway, so I kind of wanted to see that. So all right, okay. Because I was like, is this the end? Is this the last choice? No, it's not. Okay. But I would say let's go together. Think about shoes would probably end up one of the bad endings. Yeah, okay. Yeah, as a god, I feel responsible for making Marinese confront his destiny. He expressed concern about facing it alone, so I couldn't just abandon him. This was his first glimpse of his own fate. I was eager to see how it would unfold. Maybe he'll find his destined partner in Crunch Canyon. Girl! Sure, let's go together. I think it's so funny that she still hasn't figured out her own feelings. Because, like, she's already started to have the feelings. You know what I mean? Because she's like, huh, that makes me sad. Anyway, maybe he'll find his destined partner. She's as clueless with emotions and love as I am, so I feel it. Thank you. Berenice let out a big sigh and took up my hand. It was a sincere expression of relief I hadn't seen on him before. There we go. After she went to the office, I returned to Batol Tower for my regular fortune-telling. I sat on a bench and gazed at the sky, lost in thought. How odd. My life has been so static for years. All I did was follow the course of destiny I could perceive. No deep thinking or decisions were involved. I would buy donuts in the morning, do fortune readings, then head home. Since meeting her, everything has shifted. Now I could finally see my own destiny. It was all a haze, so it wasn't clear what would happen, but it was the first time I saw my fate. Why could I see others' fate, but only now saw my own? Initially I was full of concern, but now I felt strangely at peace. In fact, I was even looking forward to it. It was probably because I was with her. Traveling to Crunch Canyon with her will require thorough preparation. What would I need? How much should I prepare? I needed to plan it all on my own. I wondered what sort of trip it would become. I felt I was changing again as I looked up at the sky. We're a little under time, but I think we'll stop here because this is the next day after work and this is a perfect place. So I will stop here and I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.